It's your boy Hustle's Home, and I'm back with another one. Today we're gonna talk about the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis saga. Usually I don't do this. I'm trying to make more videos, so I'm gonna try to get in tune with the social media thing, boxing, and bring stories and stuff like it. Like a real channel. Instead of picking, choosing stuff I really want to do, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Plus, feel like I got to do more. I want to make at least my goal this month is to make at least 3 videos a week. I'm gonna start next month though. But today though, it's been all day. There's been Twitter beef between Leonard Ellaby and Oscar De La Hoya. Now, for the past couple weeks, they've been arguing over. I mean, not really arguing. Oscar came out publicly and said first he said Ryan was the A side, and then Ryan said the fight had to be at 140. He wasn't going down to 135 for nothing. And then it's just Oscar De La Hoya. Uh, he dirty macking. You know what I mean? He that's what he do when Ryan has a fight. He be dirty macking. He be bringing up other people's name just to sell these fights. And the name he always bring up is Gervonta Tank Davis. But in this particular spat, um, Oscar De La Hoya had this to say.
Gervonta Davis can get on pay-per-view, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's selling hundreds and hundreds of thousands of homes.
Mm-hmm.
I know the numbers. I know what they are. I know that they're not past 100,000. I know that for a fact. Gervonta Davis can get on pay-per-view, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's selling hundreds and hundreds of thousands of homes.
Mm-hmm.
I know the numbers. I know what they are. I know that they're not past 100,000. I know that for a fact.
Now, with that, salute the fight hype for that piece. I got that off of Twitter. I got it straight off of Leonard Ellaby Twitter. And he directly, this blows Leonard Ellaby's mind, and he directly responds to it. Let me go ahead. He directly responds to it. He says Oscar is lying as a lying piece of ish. To prove it, we will put up 5 million to his 1 million or whatever he could scrape up. We will present the info to an arbitrator who then can determine the winner, and the winner can donate the money to a charity of their choice to the public to see who's lying. Now, I mean, Leonard Ellaby be laying the gauntlet. All right, one thing about Ellaby, man. One thing about Ellaby, I feel like he love his job, man. I feel like he love his job because Leonard Ellaby is consistently on Twitter battling fans, battling naysayers, doing it all for Tank, And Leonard Ellaby is a very vocal, very, very, very vocal instrument in building up the machine, what we know to as Tank Davis. Even though he ain't done anything in the ring, he has this allure about him that the money team, specifically to me and specifically Leonard Ellaby, has built Tank Davis to be a freaking. He don't even got to fight. There's proof that he ain't even have to fight nobody. Like, he fought Rolly Romero last, and people think that was a thing. That was something, that was, man, he beat Rolly. And I just was like, wow, because it even goes to Leonard is so good at promoting Tank Davis in particular, because he don't promote nobody else. TMT don't promote nobody else. They're so good at promoting Tank Davis. I got a group chat in my phone with me and my brother and a couple of my homeboys. They don't watch boxing. They're very, very, very casual, extreme casual. They don't even know who. They so casual they couldn't point out fighters like Boots Ennis. That's how casual they are. But they know fighters like Devin Haney and Tank Davis, right? These people are under the impression that Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. They drunk the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid has been drunk, and I get it, because Tank Davis, when you see him fight, when you're not into the whole intricacies of boxing like I am, I'm an addict, you get to see what was given to you. You know, you look at your ESPNs and you listen to Stephen A. Smith say, we want to see Tank and Ryan, or who is Devin Haney and stuff like that, you know, and they come to the conclusion like Tank and Ryan's the man, and I get it, you know, I don't blame that. That's excellent promotion in my eyes. That's extremely good promotion, and Oscar, on the other hand, is doing the exact same shit. These dudes are promoting the absolute shit out of these two fighters, which I respect to the utmost because they have people legitly thinking that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis is actually really worth a fuck. Like they got these people thinking, they got regular people thinking that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis are like giant beaters and they didn't been beating all these champions and all that. Like they the guys, you know, and that's just an excellent job on Leonard Ellaby and Oscar De La Hoya's behalf. Now, when it comes to making this particular fight, Oscar De La Hoya is doing a horrible job at proving to the world that he actually wants this fight. Because before the fight, before Ryan Garcia fought Javier Fortuna, they was coming out in public saying all this and all that, how they want to fight Tank Davis and all this, calling him out. You, they finally get to the fight. He beats Javier Fortuna. He's still calling him out, like unlike last time. Unlike last time, after like a month of his fight, I forget who he fought last. I think it was Duno. I don't know who that man. After he fought, there was no. It went radio silent after a week, you know. But this time, they acting like they're going through the motions. Now, Oscar has said several things that make me feel like he don't want to put Ryan in the fire since Ryan Garcia defeated Javier Fortuna. He said publicly that Ryan's the A side. He said publicly that this fight has to be a 50-50. He says publicly, and now he says publicly that fight has to happen at 140. Now he's up there saying discrediting Tank's pay-per-view numbers and all that. And Leonard Ellaby is willing to stand on 5 million to 5-1 to prove that Oscar is wailing. Now, is that the type of lingo that is that the type of lingo that tells you that this person wants to make the fight with the opposite person? He then came out and was like, what did he say? Oscar said he don't want Al Heyman involved. He just want Floyd Mayweather in the discussions and all that, and the because he think he's smarter than Floyd and he can finesse Floyd. I see the game. I peep the game. He just know he can't finesse Al because Al took him already. Al already done took that man for everything he had. That's why his dang on look. If you think about it, Golden Boy had Wilder, Spence, both Charlos, Rashidi, not Rashidi Ellis. Oscar had a really, really good roster like 2013-14. Now they all went to PBC and they done like Wilder then skyrocketed to stardom. Spence then skyrocketed to stardom. The damn Jamel Charlo is now the undisputed champion at one of the toughest divisions, number one pound for pound in my opinion. You know, the only person that lagged back is Jamal, and now Jamal trying to pick up the pieces. You know, so that shows Oscar De La Hoya knows boxing. He knows boxing. And he knows that Ryan is his last. I like Virgil Ortiz, but he doesn't promote Virgil nowhere near as much as he promote Ryan Garcia. He want Ryan Garcia to get this tank clout, you know, because at first they was trying to use Devin. Now Devin got all the belts. Ryan and Tank is trying their hardest not to say that young man's name. You know, that's my opinion. You know, if you got a different opinion, put it in the chat. But I don't think this fight gonna happen. I'm almost willing to guarantee. I'm willing to bet some money, man. I'm willing to bet. I ain't no real money though, cause you know I don't like giving away money. I give a nigga a dub. I bet a dub this fight don't happen. You know, because Oscar De La Hoya is promoting The way he's promoting now, after he's already proven to be able to promote Ryan Garcia to this big um imagery of a star, because I don't think he's, because the numbers, when Serrano and Katie Taylor fought on the Zone, which is the exact same network as Canelo, as Oscar, as Ryan Garcia, and as Devin Haney, they came out and was like, wow, we have 1.5 million subscriptions or something like that, or 1.5 million consecutive. They bragged on how many people that was watching their fight at the time. You know, they never done that for Canelo. They never done that for Devin. They never done that for Ryan, which lets me know that the numbers aren't worth bragging for. You know, the numbers aren't worth bragging for. Or they would have done it. They would have proven, because if the Zone could have decent numbers, then they have proven that they're worth working with. But as long as the numbers stay in the closet, we gonna all assume that these are all bad numbers. You know, I have to assume they are bad numbers. You know, so they just not doing well, man. And people said that in the beginning. I hope Oscar De La Hoya and Leonard Ellaby get in the room and learn how to make this fight, man. We got it, because I'm tired of. I'm gonna just keep it real, man. I'm tired of both Tank and Ryan Garcia fighting these who's who. Just to duck Devin, just to get out of the way of Devin Haney, man. Ryan Garcia been getting out of the way of Devin Haney for a while. And I'm convinced that he's never going to fight Devin. I'm convinced Tank is never going to fight Devin. I'm convinced Ryan is going to fight Tank, but when he's ready to get out of boxing. Ryan Garcia said that he didn't want to box. I believe, don't quote me, I think he said 30, 32. And right now he's like 24 years old. I'm going to tell you what, at 29, 28 or 29 years old, Ryan Garcia will fight. Not a second before. Not in 2022. Not in 2023. We probably see Tank and Ryan in 2024, 2025. You know, because if Oscar was smart, if Oscar was as smart as I think he is, even though I think he's also on dope, if he's as smart as I think he is, he can squeeze another like 3 or 4 fights out of Ryan before the fans actually get tired of him. Because one thing about boxing fans, they love to be in this abusive relationship. They love to be in this abusive relationship. Specifically, some of the YouTubers, the ones that's getting these interviews, the ones that's getting these free fights and stuff, going to these fights, rubbing shoulders, like I ain't gonna say no name. But that's all I got on this. What do you guys think? Do you think that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis gonna get in that ring, or you gonna think that they just Leonard Ellaby and them want to fight Ryan? For the record, it's a one way. They want Ryan. I'm telling you, they're willing to give up weight, or not weight. They're willing to give up. After Floyd came out and said we ain't doing no promotion, no co-promotion, they willing to co-promote. They willing to swallow their words for this Ryan Garcia fight. It's Oscar that don't want this fight. But what do you think, though? Do you think that Oscar and Leonard Ellaby is gonna sit down and make this fight? Because Leonard Ellaby is the promoter. Everybody, Floyd Mayweather is the face. Leonard Ellaby is the promoter, bro. He said it several times. He said it several times that he's the promoter. I don't know if Oscar knows, but Leonard Ellaby is the promoter of fucking Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. But that's all I got, man. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Hustles Home. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Hustles Home. Don't forget to hit that bell icon, because we're gonna try to do 3 videos a week, man. I'm gonna get indulged in this boxing news, and my next video is gonna be coming out probably tomorrow about this fight, because Danny Garcia fight later, and it is what it is. I'm out, baby.